homies and homettes. How y'all doing? I'm good. Thanks for asking. All right. Wait a minute. Yeah, I like the jam. Let me see what I got here. Okay. Okay, Tom. All right. A little bit of jams. All right. Listen, this is not a Why I Left Atlanta video. This is a video pertaining to education. And the reason why is because I was looking at something that's very disturbing now. I just got me one of these right here. I don't even know if it's in here. Is it in here? Yeah, here's mine. This is my diploma from Franklin University. Boom, bam, beans and ham. Now it turns out that getting one of these is not that hard. And the reason why I say that is because there are a lot of universities that are not real. Now let's put it like this. To get a diploma, this is anywhere in the world, nowadays is not so much of studying hard. It's pretty much just paying, as long as you can pay. And you have countries that are in on the scam. So you have Canadian universities that are set up in China because the people in China want to be part of the Western world. So the students will go to this satellite school, and while they're attending there, they're not doing any work. And they'll fail every class, and the teacher from Canada, or teaching there, European, will be like, okay, you got an F. Every class you got an F. And then next thing you know, they'll see that same person back in an advanced class. And you can't take an advanced class if you didn't pass the preliminaries. They'll be like, what are you doing here? But the answer is the Chinese administrator or whoever will change all the grades. All the person has to do is pretty much show up. Now, we know there is such things that happen here. We know that even in big universities that are, accredited, that's been around for years, we know football players, basketball players, rich, students, they seem to just ease past. There was that story of Maurice Claret. Remember when he was playing for Ohio State? After he tried to get into the NFL, got sued by the NFL. He tried to sue the NFL to get into the NFL. He pretty much opened, the books on how it was living at Ohio State. He's like, I never had to go to class. He's like, they would just pass me. So it happens here too. That was at Ohio State University. Now, the reason why I have such a grievance with this is, for one, it's just immoral and it's wrong, because I studied my behind off to get that doggone degree. It took me a long time. But here's what I found out when you're getting your degree. When you get your bachelor's degree is just it's not to say this is how much I know about this subject and I am the resident expert. It's just the tip of the iceberg, really. It's, okay, I spent 4 years studying, but I really spent 1.5 to 2 years studying this subject. Once you get into your master's degree in a good school, then it's another 1.5 to 2 years of studying this subject. There's no prelims, there's no intermittent, classes, there's no, I need to take math in order to take, this next class up. There's just none of that. You just go right into your master's. And then, of course, your doctorates, that's 3 to 7 years creating a thesis and studying whatever you want to study in that area. Now, I tell anybody, especially if you're older, if you're going to college, and you're going for your bachelor's degree, and you have the opportunity, go ahead and get your master's degree. Your master's degrees puts you in a education and a financial position that, of course, if it's at an accredited college and whatnot, that will put you in a position to maximize your finances. That's if you get a good degree. You know what I'm saying? And when I say good degree, I mean a degree that, one, is growing with the economy, and two, is always needed. That's it. You have to get a degree that no matter where you go, in what part of the world, not what part of the country, what part of the world, wherever you go, there's somebody going to have a need for what you do. Now, that could be pretty challenging, but that's just a good mind state to have, because you don't want to be part of the diploma mill. You don't want to be the person that has a good degree, went to a accredited college, but there's so many people who have that degree that we really don't need you. You want to be the person that people go after and they're like, you know what, we need you because you have this degree. This is why some degrees that seem good, And then there's targeted degrees. So these people who have these, universities that pop up out of nowhere, and then there's some guy in Bangladesh somewhere who's saying, you just pay us, $5,000 and boom, you have a degree. It's actually lower than that. And boom, you have a doctorate's degree. Those people, of course, are ruining it for everyone else. And then you have the people who don't actually look into this person's degree until it's almost too late. There was a teacher who was actually busted like that because the students were just like, something's not right with you. So they all investigated her to find out that she went to one of these schools that are set up here in America, and that school was pretty much a diploma mill. There's been a couple of HBCUs that have been touted to be a diploma mill, and I know people who have degrees from there. I actually went to one of these schools. I went to two of them. But the one school I went to, they had a satellite program, here in Columbus, Ohio. And I was like, I want to jump into that program. And when I was in the program, I was thinking to myself, and I'm not going to mention the school, but I was thinking to myself, this isn't enough. Like, I'm not studying hard enough. Like, this should be harder to me. And it's not because I'm brilliant and this comes easy. It just should be more. There should be more to this. Now, like I said, one thing is, it was just my bachelor's degree with that program consists of. So I'm sure there's a lot more when it comes to the master's. But that's where you're running into these problems, and where people are just saying, I don't want to study for another 14 months to 2 years to get a master's. Let me just call up, somebody in Islamabad and say, hey, can you print me out one of these? I'll pay you. No, I have the money. Here's $2,000-$3,000. And they're going, sure. Now you have a master's degree. And then you put it on your LinkedIn. This is where you're finding a lot of these people. I'm on LinkedIn. You're putting it on your LinkedIn, and then people are going, Jack Jackson. There's a real Jack Jackson out there, I'm sorry. Or J. Jonah Jameson. Okay, we'll use Spider-Man's editor-in-chief. J. Jonah Jameson, has a degree in communications and has a master's degree in communications that specializes in international communications, which is a good thing, actually. My buddy has a communications degree, but but say J. Jonah Jameson studied international communications, okay, and but nonetheless, they 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 didn't want to get a master's in it and study for it, but they wanted to have the pedigree of a master's degree. So they, call up some, whatever, or go to one of these colleges that all you have to do is pay, and next thing you know, 5 minutes you have a degree. This is really happening right now. And it worries me because I wanted to study abroad. I was actually looking at studying food science. I was going to get into law, but I don't think I want to be a lawyer. I just don't. I just don't want to be a lawyer. I just don't have the love for it, and I want to love what I do. I thought about being a healthcare lawyer. That's still a thing, but anyway. So I was looking at food science. I was always into food, so I was looking at getting a master's degree in food science, and I was looking at the program. OSU has a program. Harvard now has a program. They just started 2 years ago. Now has a program, but I wanted to study abroad. I've been wanting to study abroad, and it come to find out that India has a great food science program, and Oxford has a great food science program. And I wanted to go to Oxford. When I saw that, I was like, oh man, I would love to get my master's at Ohio State and then get my doctorates at Oxford. Like, that would be the smoking whip. Of course, I don't have the money to do that, but, but there's money out there. I have to find it. So that's a path I was looking at taking. But this whole diploma mill stuff is really, really scary. So here's my advice to you after being long-winded and belaboring the point. You guys who are looking to get a degree, I went to five different schools before I finally got my bachelor's. And at one point, I wanted to study occupational therapy. And OU had the program, but they said it's a 2-year wait. Then you had schools that were like Brown Mackey and stuff like that, and I went and visited their schools, and the price was ridiculous on it. But then I called back to OU, and they were saying you have to look at the accreditations of these other schools that you're talking about, because they'll let you in, you pay them, but the accreditation is different. So Allied Health, I think it is. So when you have these schools that have these different accreditations, you may go and say, okay, I want to work at Grant Hospital, or I want to work at, whoever hospital, or a cancer care center, or, you may want to work for the World Health Organization, the CDC. You might just want to work for your mom and pop, health clinic that will soon be swallowed up by a larger healthcare program, because they all are. But nonetheless, when that happens, they're gonna look at your LPN or your RN, or maybe even go as far. You went as far as saying, you know what, I want to be a nurse that administrates, medicines. I forgot what they are. But you want to go all the way up to that level, and you might have a Brown Mackey that offer that. And guess what? The basis of your education is not Allied Med, and because it's not, you have to go spend another couple thousand, $10,000 to get that education. In other words, your school is not the same accreditation, so you can't work here. You don't want to hear that. That's not the smoking whip. That's not what you want to hear. But nonetheless, this is happening. So I just want to make some of you aware of these things. There are colleges here in America that are doing this. It's your boy Tone 202. God loves you, and so do I.